This is video for project number 5, which is a lovely little gift box. These are the new mini paper pumpkin boxes in the annual catalog, and they are just the right size to hold all kinds of little goodies, chocolates or candies, or note cards. And so project number 6, you will see, is a set of beautiful note cards. Third one here. Here we go. 3 note cards, and they fit just perfectly inside this little gift box. And so you could give a set of cards to somebody as a gift. And so we're going to do this project. So in your package, you are going to find the box with the 3 large strips of designer series paper and all the elements inside. So you'll need those pieces. And we're going to start with the box, and basically all you have to do is just score all of the folds, and you don't need a bone folder to do this. You just do this with your fingers. It doesn't need to be particularly crisp. Okay, just want to score everything, make sure that it's nice and set. All the little tabs. You're going to want to poke out the 4 little pieces on the bottom panel and get rid of those. That is where the box locks together. Okay, so we've got everything nice and loose. Okay, and this is how your box goes together. So you start with the lid facing away from you, and you fold up the bottom and push the tabs in, and then bring your cover up. And it's actually easier if you take the lid fold and fold it away from you as well. Okay, so you're going to bring that up. Both the tabs come in, and then each one of these end pieces just folds over, and these little tabs that you see here will lock into the holes in the bottom. And you just push them in like that. They just push in. You'll hear them snap. They kind of poke through the bottom a little, and that locks that side in. There's no glue necessary to hold these boxes together. And do the same with the other side. Push it in like that, and we have our box assembled. And then the flaps will just go in the top, and the outside flaps will go in the little slots on the side. Okay, now we have to choose what we're going to decorate it with, and we've given you 3 strips from the Forever Greenery designer series paper, and you can choose which one you like. We did give everybody one of the one that we used in our sample and 2 others. They will all be different. Everyone will have different sheets of this. You decide which one you want to use. Just for the sake of making it look a little different, I'm going to pick this one just so we can show you a different version. And all you have to do is start with your sheet. Either end doesn't, well, if you've picked a pattern like this that has a certain up direction, you want to have the bottom. This one really doesn't matter for me, but we'll start here. You're just going to make yourself a little 1/2-inch fold. Okay. You want to be as straight as you can, because if that fold is off, when you go to wrap it around your box, it's all going to be crooked. Okay. I'm not going to glue anything yet because I want to make sure that I'm all lined up. This is just going to hook under my front flap like that. And like I said, I'm not gluing or anything because I want to make sure it's centered on my box. But what I am going to do is create my score lines. So I'm just going to close my box up like this. I'm going to pull that tight, and I'm going to wrap it around my box. And what I'm looking for is to make sure that when it comes back around to the other side, that I'm straight and even. Okay. And then I'm just going to go to each corner, just kind of squeeze the corners like that. And I'm always rolling a little bit to keep it tight as I go around. Okay. And then when I'm happy that I'm all lined up and I've got my last one around, I'm going to open the box and I'm going to bring that last one around the inside of my box, and I'm going to give it a good crease. So it's going to be inside my box like this. Okay. Then we can apply some glue. And you really only need to glue the two end tabs. If you've put it nice and tight around your box, you shouldn't have to worry about putting glue all over it and gluing it down, because when the box gets opened, it will buckle a little. The tiny little tab that was your start goes on your cover flap. There, okay. And then it wraps around the box and comes back, and then this one's going to go on my inside. Okay. Use a fair amount of glue. Don't be stingy with it, but don't go overboard either, because you don't want to have sticky all over everywhere. Okay. And just gluing that in. I'm just going to make sure that it lines up when it's closed. Yep, got to come just a little to my left. There we go. Okay. And you'll see what I mean. When you open it up, it will give way from the edges, but that's okay, because if it's all glued down, it's going to buckle when you open. But it'll stay tight when it's closed. Okay. Then you will need some of your peacock ribbon, and you're going to need 12 inches of that ribbon. So just use your ruler or your paper and mark off a piece that's 12 inches. Okay. And we're going to use glue dots on this, and I'm going to pick a glue dot up on my first end, and I'm going to repeat basically the same procedure. I'm going to start on my inside flap. I'm going to glue it right there in the middle. It's going to wrap around my box. With my box closed, I'm holding it on the bottom here. Don't need quite that much. I'm going to pick up another glue dot like that, and maybe a second one just for good measure. There we go. And then I'm going to wrap that around the inside and stick it on. There. And my ribbon is now attached. Okay. Now I can close up my box. Push the tabs in. One on each side. There we go. Make it nice and tight. Okay. And then in your package, you're going to find a little green swirly from the Poppy set, a stitched shape that we're going to put the sentiment on, and you're going to find 2 pieces of brass or gold greenery. Brass greenery, there's a new term. We're going to need, let's see, shaded spruce is what I picked for my sentiment for this one. But again, you have lots of different colors here. There's shaded spruce, there's old olive, there's, in some of the papers, there's, trying to remember the other name of the other green that's in this. Oh, there's, here, we'll read it from the catalog. There's Garden Green, there's Just Jade, there's Pear Pizzazz, that's what I was trying to remember. Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, Soft Seafoam. So there's lots of different colors you could choose to do your sentiment. And in this one, we're going to use the Sending Love and Hugs again. Because this is a nice little box you're sending to somebody. But it could be a birthday box. Okay. That's that. And we're going to do some layering with this. So my Pear Pizzazz swirly, for no better name, I'm going to put up on dimensionals. And when I stick this down, I am going to try to land one of my dimensionals right on the ribbon, doesn't matter top or bottom, and that will just help to secure the ribbon on the top. The other two dimensionals are securing this all to the piece of designer paper. Okay, then my sentiment piece also is going to go up with some dimensionals. Off it came. Didn't look like it had. That's going to go right in the middle of the swirly piece. Okay. And then I'm going to use some glue dots to secure my little copper brass pieces. And I actually split this piece in half so that I could have it come out sort of in two different directions. So I'm going to glue those together with a glue dot first. So one kind of fans out this way, the other one fans out the other direction. Okay, so they're stuck together as one. And then I'm going to put a glue dot on those. And I'm just going to tuck that under the corner. Tuck it under the corner of my swirly and press it down. There we go. And then this piece here gets one on the end, and he goes in from the top corner like that. There we go. That is project number 5 done. Your lovely little gift box to hold your 3 note cards from project number 6.